Hello, everyone. My name's Santiago. I'm going to discuss the sensationalization of mental health in the media. It's just something as close as I could get to the pop culture and how I perceive it, how I think about it, my biased opinions, my unbiased opinions about it. And I think it's something that's very important to mention and talk about. The sensationalization of mental health is putting mental health in a certain light, showing that it's dangerous, it's unstable, it causes violence. Imagine turning on the TV evening news and hearing a story about mental health illness. You hear there are chances that involves tragedy, trauma, instability, violence. Um, but these are all just things that they say that can be very misleading, deeply harmful. Media coverage has been a powerful way to shape uh, how people view things, how people look at things, how people vote for people, um, how people just see something on the TV and say, okay, that's how that's supposed to be. That's how that person's supposed to act. And it does do a lot of harm to the mental health community. It breeds a lot of fear. It is discrimination. It causes a lot of silence for somebody to speak out and say, I have mental health issues, but be worried on how people might look at them. Be worried that if I tell somebody I have mental health or I'm not doing okay, they're gonna withdraw the relationship from me. They're gonna be a little bit distant from me. They're gonna have some kind of outlook on me that's not gonna be the same of what I as to what I wanted. So by framing mental health is through dramatic narratives and extreme cases, the media distorts the public's perception of it. No, it's not just the news, the newspaper, online. It's a big thing to do with movies. Really big thing to do with movies. And the mental health has the factors, three factors. Um, the first one being biological. The second one being psychological, and the third, I do combine the third and fourth. The third and fourth are the environmental and the social. Now, I do combine those together because the environmental and social factors are people, places, the condition around you, your relationship, your income, your living environment. If you don't have a good living environment, it affects your mental health. If your mental health is bad, it affects your living environment. And back and forth with the other ones as well. The psychological factors are the thoughts, emotions, past experiences, the way you see things, the way you comprehend and cope with those things. The biological factors are the physical elements like genetics, brain, chemistry, and the illness that can influence a person's mental health. So now that we have a grasp on what the mental health is, I want to explain something that is as close as I could get. So we all know the movie Joker. Um, I did put two movies here and two movies here. So Inside Out is a kid's story, short, simple rundown. It shows the emotions inside of a kid: anger, sadness, happiness, and a couple other ones it shows. And then it shows that that kid's evolving and has other emotions and other things, and how that it's normal to have those, but you got to do certain things within your life to cope with those feelings and emotions. Good Will Hunting is another great movie about somebody that's has PTSD, that has really hard time with relationships or results into anger, and it shows a good lighting, and it shows how awareness can be brought about. The other ones on the bad side are Split and Joker. I mean, these kinds of people have mental illnesses and they're idolized. They're shown to be that it's a good thing. It's okay. It's the cool thing to have some kind of mental health. Um, and that's just not it. I mean, I understand that everybody has a mental health issue. Sometimes situations happen in life that make it hard for us to be normal, but it's part of being a human and how we cope with those situations to be the person that we are. Now, the media, the stories, the headliners, things like that, depict people with mental illnesses as dangerous, unstable, um, and distorts the public's understanding about it. So, when back of your mind, when you go and watch these movies about that has a mental illness or mental health issue for that fact, you go out in the world and then you see somebody that has mental health and you're like, okay, I gotta stand back or step away because I've seen this in a movie. I've seen this somewhere. I know how this is gonna to end. Now, it's not always like that, and I do want to let you know, don't be fooled by what you see online, what you read. Give it a chance. Make yourself aware. Know how that every person has their own individuality. You might say something that I don't like, and I might say something that you don't like, and we can come to some kind of agreement to comprehend each other's point of views. Sometimes with people with mental health illnesses is that they don't have the comprehension part, and they lash out in anger or certain things, or they, you know, do something that's their stin. The things that I have here is I do have somebody that has mental health issues. Uh, and this is why it's very important for me to talk about this, is because when I do tell somebody that I have a child with mental health issues, they, oh, I don't want my kid playing with yours, or certain other things are involved. And I just want to say that it's not always true what you see on TV and movies. Um, as for the object, some kids like the stress balls. Mine likes a hacky sack because it's crunchy. It's got a weird sound to it, and it's something that helps him with it. You know, you may have four people with autism that do one thing the same, but they're all different people. They all have different individuality. Like this. Some need a weighted blanket. Some need a way to feel like they're secure and safe. Doesn't everybody want to feel like they're safe and secure? I believe that's all we want, and that's what mental health people want as well. They want to feel safe, secure, and just have some kind of love in their life to say, okay, hey, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm doing okay. It's very hard to do that when the media portrays you as a bad person.